I literally forgot to set up the mic system for you, and then I just started recording and I forgot to set the system for you. So this stays here, this stays here, and with no further ado, thank you so much for joining this one. We are going to talk about something. I'm going to keep it a shorter video so that you get to learn a lot of value. 5 types of video formats we need to master. Here I can wrote it 5 types of video formats you need to master. Like even I need to master it. So we need to master for an online business. So this comes under the video strategies or core strategies, or I don't know what that is. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to this video. We are going to share about 5 types of video formats that we need to be mastering in this online world. So we are going to talk about 5 things. First and foremost, we'll just dive into the stuff. First, just jump into the stuff. The first one is like an online business consists of a lot of videos. There are blog version of it, there are podcast version of it, there are like articles, shorts and stuff like that. There are a lot of versions of doing it, articles and audio format. But then we are completely focusing on video because we are living in future and people connect with videos. And you're watching this video, you are consuming this video, you're consuming this content as video. You watch movies, video format. You watch trailers and songs and educational stuff through videos. That's one of the most easiest way to communicate, put out a lot of words, learn a lot of things at one go. Now, the first and foremost type that we need to be mastering is paid online courses version of it. So when it comes to paid online courses, the first number one rule that we follow is it has to be prioritized. Like, what do I need to learn when it comes to calligraphy? First step, second step, third step. It has to be structured format. And we are not going to talk about the details of it, but these are the types of things that you need to be mastering. It has to be structured. It goes in a flow. You don't break, like you talk about money, then you don't talk about relationships. In YouTube, what happens is you talk about money, you talk about relationships, you talk about fitness, because everything is like holistic in nature. Like when you talk about football at times, you're deriving that concept with calligraphy, for example. So in courses, what happens generally is it's a flow. It's one flow. You talk about money, you talk from end to end about money. You talk about entrepreneurship, you talk end to end from a point. So paid online courses are more structured, has always to be structured, is always to be structured. One flow. There are different ways of even recording a course. It can be a micro video version of it, or the macro version of it, or it can be micro plus macro version of it. You can have short videos, you can have longer videos based on the content that you're teaching to people, based on the value that you're adding to people. One of my courses that I've got core product design for 6 hours, but then each video is not for like an hour ago, not hour long, but then some videos are like 5 minutes, some videos are like 2 minutes, some couple of videos are like good 25 minutes of each, but then it's both micro as well as macro. So we need to be mastering that one thing. The second format is free online content that we create for YouTube videos. Let's say an example for YouTube only. We are creating free content. So even this has to be in a different structure. And this world also comes with different standards altogether. We choose speed, not the quality of production, but then even the production matters because it's again 2% of the game. It's the less amount, but then without that piece of puzzle, the video is not being made. Then you have to set certain standards, but then even that standard is like just for 2%. So free online content for YouTube channels we make. Again, sorry. If you're covering a course that is for like an hour, you need to be extracting the essence of it and publishing that for 10 minutes. So we can generally go with 7 to 10 minutes or say 15 minutes of a content when it comes to free content, so that people consume it, learn, apply them, they get results, they get part of the community, and they get to consume the bigger picture that you've already created for them. And bullet points 7 to 10 minutes, and generally the way we suggest, the way we do just the way I do it is bullet point format of it. Don't have just have a hardcore conversation. Even for you, I've got like 5 points over here. With each point I've got like one point each, so that when I'm talking it's more of the lines of hardcore conversation. Like this is, you have called me and I just want to have a conversation with you rather than recording something very specific. It's a conversation. That's the second thing that we need to be mastering. The third thing that we need to be mastering, something, one of the biggest monsters. Again, each of the type format is a monster. It's like, it's such a big monster at once, but then we start practicing it, we get used to it. So third format, this video has been recording on 29th of June 2022, and the third piece of the whole puzzle, the third type of video format is a monster for me. It has been a monster for me for last 3 years. Now I have to, because I'm taking coaching as well, and this is something that I need to be facing myself. So video ads for Facebook. When you're running advertisements, you generally do it the thing that perspective I had, it had to be creative, but then the coach that I was getting managed, like, you need to be having video advertisements to them. So again, now I'm really good with creating 60 minutes of video. I'm really good with creating 10 minutes of content as well for videos, for courses, and then for YouTube videos. Now I need to break that into 1 minute. And that's one of the most challenging things for me, because if you are a part of the community in the Academy of Art and Scientists or the House of Indian Photographers, you will exactly know. Did you know, one example, like 3 years back when I recorded, and when I want to record this video advertisements right now, it is so overwhelming because I've failed so many times. But yet again, I have to face this particular thing. So everything is a format, everything is a monster. We just have to work towards it and master it, because everything is it's an art in itself. We just have to involve ourselves, apply art and science to it, and keep on doing it. So the framework of a video is like, it has to be for a minute. There has to be a specific framework because attention span is very low, and there's the framework for it can be like a problem. You're addressing a problem. That's the hook. You give a solution. You have a call to action, and then you introduce yourself, and then you again have a call to action for your webinar or masterclass or workshop, whatever that is. So the third format of it. The fourth format of it is we need to be mastering is YouTube advertisements. So the big money, generally what mentors and coaches have been saying in the industry are the big money. Facebook advertisements is quick money. YouTube advertisements is the next level money where you can scale your business to a different level. And with statistics, what the proven strategies that shows is YouTube is the place where you actually make more money than Facebook advertisements. Cool. And the framework for it is, I have never even thought about Google or Facebook YouTube advertisements, so I cannot share you the framework of it because I'm not into that one. I have never tested it out. I kind of said, okay, this is something that even further over a period of time. Currently, I'm into Facebook advertisements. When I certainly graduate into Facebook advertisement, YouTube advertisement, I'm going to share you those hacks as well. The fifth and the last one that I'm going to share is the reels and the shorts, which is widely trending and popular today, where again, I'm not into reels and shorts, but even that is something that has to be mastered over a period of time. We like it or we don't like it, we have to master it over a period of time. It's one of the like grabbing the tension, holding the tension, and taking people to where you want them to go next. So again, I've got no framework for it one. So these are the 5 types of video formats that we need to master together. Like, I have to master myself, you need to be mastering, and you need to be consciously thinking, okay, these are the flow. Like, first is the online courses, you need to master it. YouTube content, you need to master it. Facebook advertisements, YouTube advertisements, and Reels as well. I don't know whether Reels stands as the big thing or not, but then even that has got a huge potential. The rest of it, whatever you're doing, I kind of mentioned this rest of it as well, is the live sessions, which then gets converted as an archive. It's not recorded version of it, but then you do a live session with someone, you do a live workshop or live webinar or live one-to-one call, and then you put that as a course to people. That as a value added, as it's already a live session converted into a recorded format of it. Even that's very effective when it comes to the video formats of it. So I thought that was an important point as well over here. So there's like 5 types of video formats that we need to together master. So that brings us to, tell me in the comment section which of the 5 is you are already a master of, or just tell me out of 5, just rate from 1 to 10. Where do you stand in each of it? Say if you are really great with paid online courses, just point 10 over there. If you're not that great with Facebook advertisements, I would 100% say video advertisements is 0 from. It's like 0. I need to start scratch. So like that. So 1 to 10 on each one. So they will be commenting 5 percentages down below, so that we know exactly where we are, so that we can work towards the monster and keep on hitting and crushing the monster and stuff like that. So thank you so much for making this video me and the topic about of your day. May peace and blessings be upon you and your loved ones. In the next video, I'm going to record a shorter video. It's going to be 2 coolest and magical ways of coaching, coach strategies for introvert entrepreneurs. I'm going to see you there.